everybody. This is Laura with McLeod Homestead. How are you all doing? Did you survive Thanksgiving? Well, here in our house, we sure did. It was an awesome little holiday for us, which I may show you some pictures of that later on. But now that Thanksgiving is over with, it is time to start thinking about Christmas gifts. Now, recently, while I was speaking with my mother, she told me about how her mother, my grandmother, used to make pickled pears and how she would love to have some again. Unfortunately, there was no recipe that she had for it. So I thought one of the things I could do for her for Christmas would be to make her some pickled pears. Now obviously this is going to come out before Christmas and I'm sure she will see it. So this is only one of your little gifts, Mom. Not going to tell you the rest. But I'm going to bring you along with me and we are going to make and can some pickled pears. That's kind of like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Woo! But, so I picked up 3 pounds of some Bartlett pears at Aldi's yesterday. And the first thing we need to do when we make this is we have to peel them and cut them up. So I'm going to bring you along. I'm going to show you how I do this. I am going to put some lemon juice in a bowl of water that as I'm cutting the pears into their chunks, I'm going to soak them in that so that way they don't get brown. So come along, let's make some Christmas gifts. Wish I could play some Christmas music for you. So we have some water in a bowl. I'm just going to pour some lemon juice in there. There is no measuring. The recipe that I'm using just says pour a little lemon juice in. Now we just peel. It's got an inside like an apple. And we're going to leave it decent chunk size. We've got our pears all peeled, cut, and soaking. So now we're going to head over to the stove and we are going to start working on the brine. So what we are going to do for the brine is we are going to add 3 cups of water, 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. We are going to use 3 3/4 cup of sugar. And then you will use a spice bag, a cheesecloth. If you don't have anything, you can just put it in there, but you will have to strain it. I am actually going to use this. It's more of a K-cup container, but it'll work for what I'm doing. And I am going to use 1.5 tablespoons of whole cloves. And then I am going to put 4 cinnamon sticks in it. As you can see, I've got the cloves. Now, I'm going to have to break the cinnamon sticks to make them fit. But I want 4 of them in there. Close it up real good. And then we're going to turn our heat on, stirring constantly. We are going to bring this up to a boil, stirring constantly until the sugar is all dissolved. And then we will let this simmer Now, while I am working on bringing this up to a boil and getting all the sugar to dissolve, I have got the canning jars soaking in hot water. They've already been washed and sterilized. I do have some water in my canner, just kind of getting it warmed up a little bit for when we get to that process. So once this starts boiling, like I said, we will simmer it for 5 to 10 minutes. All right, as you can see, it was brought up to a boil. It is now simmering. So I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes and we're going to let this just simmer down. This has been simmering for about 10 minutes. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to cook these pears a little bit. Now I'm going to take them out of the lemon water and put a layer in here. And then we are going to cook these in this brine until they are just a little tender. We want them holding their shape because when we can them, they are still going to do a little more cooking. So we'll cook these anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. And we're going to do a single layer, so I don't want to get too many in there at once. It has been 10 minutes. I think these are need about 5 more minutes to cook because they're still way hard. So we're going to give them another 5 minutes. All right, so after 5 minutes, much better. They are still really firm, but yet you can put a fork in them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take them out with the slotted spoon and put them in our bowl. And then we will get the next round cooked. I just took them out of the lemon water. Let's stand that back up. And we will put them in. And then we will set the timer for, since this is about the same amount, we will set the timer for 15 minutes. All right, our timer has gone off. We'll give these a quick check. Oh yeah, they're done. Whoop. So we are just now going to scoop these out. I'm going to turn this heat off because we are done. Take this out. So for this next step, I just took this hot jar out of the water. I'm going to put that in there. And we are now just going to start filling. This is a quart jar. I think probably 3 pounds is only going to get me 2 quarts. So just a mental note, if we like these, we are going to want to do more than just 3 pounds of pears. For the next step, we are going to put the brine in, and we are going to bring it up and give it a 1/2 inch of head space. And if I have extra brine, I will save it, and I might get some more pears and can more. But that gives me my head space. So we'll do the other one. Don't forget to take your wooden stick or whatever you've got. You want to debubble. Make sure you get all the air out. If you need to add more brine, make sure you add more brine. You want to make sure that they are covered. And there's no air pockets. This one needs more brine. Okay. Now I'm just going to put, for added flavor, a couple of broken cinnamon sticks in here. And a couple of whole cloves. Just to help give it a little added flavor. Again, make sure all the air's out. We are now gonna clean the rims really good with the white vinegar, making sure to get all the stickiness off. I like to take my finger and go along the ledge just to make sure that we get it all. Especially as sticky as this is. Because we want a nice good seal. We will put the lids on. I will screw them down. Okay, everyone, I am not gonna lie, I have never tried one of these. This is so good. I can see why my mother really liked these. Oh yeah. These are definitely gonna be a hit for her for Christmas. I think I will be making it something that I am going to get some more pears and can for myself as well. Because I know not only will I enjoy these, my son is going to love them as well. So, all right, everybody. From my house to yours, I thank you for coming along. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Toodles. Alex, you want to try this?
Yeah.
Come here.
What is it?
It's a pickled pear.